Welcome to a better game! We drop Bugging Floor 3 and come back to the beautiful Killing Floor 2. In this video you will see how to mediate boss, beating them online in Hell on Earth even if the team is dead like the noob they are, along a shitload of tips to use against them, the best perk to use, and at the end, tips you can use against all boss. Before you jump in this video, I hope you know a few or all move and attack boss have. If not, go check Meet the Z, a video showing all the Z and their basic to advanced knowledge and attack move. Here we're gonna see how to survive, and even better, turn some boss into a wall, making the game Killing World 2. Another video series to watch is Tips and Tricks. I showed a shitload of ways to avoid damage by Z using the area against them, and yeah, of course works like this, and I won't explain what I do when I recommend those tips. Let's start with the beautiful Hans Porter. Hans gonna wreck your ass. Good luck. Now let's talk about the Abomination. His IA will make him follow and target the closest player. Then if another player is closer and his main targets away, he will change his focus to the closest player. I recommend stay the fuck away from him. You're gonna understand why in a moment. The weakest boss had a lot of tips to use against him. First, when you fight him on a restrained area where his body is too big to fit, falling on the ground gonna make him no clip and instantly die or turn into a wall. It's happened on stand too, so if you don't want to waste your time, you can use these tips to one-shot him. If you struggle to beat him, and I don't understand why you would have trouble. Anyway, a reminder, this is the worst boss to fight in melee. If you don't have a medic, stay as far as you can from him. And if you want to go melee, two medic have more resistance than a medic and a berserker. You can also damage health of the Abomination by aiming the hands or the feet, since there is no armor on them. For the best strategy, if the fights take too long, you're gonna watch where you go, since the boss release bile means on the ground, so you gotta destroy them. For his spawn or the hell these shitty green things that goes out of his fucking butthole is scarred, I guess someone got a fetish at trip with him. You can totally ignore them by simply wall back. They will grow a bit standing still, then explode, so you can dodge those. When his armor gonna break or he gonna lose a bit too much health, he gonna stomp the ground and rush at you. If no one is in front, he gonna run and his next attack will always vomit on you while running. If you wall back, you'll take the full damage. The best way to avoid this, since you cannot outrun it, is the pillar or one strategy to make him turn or face the incoming damage by moving to his side and then turn around, then resume the run. Also, if he grabs you, parry will reduce the incoming damage, and for the berserker you can perfect parry it. Since he almost never use physical damage, even if you stay close, it can be a good way to trigger the skill parry. Honestly, if you just stay away, focus those tips, you can solo the boss in Hell on Earth even if you never fight him yet. So once you get used to it, you cannot die. Patriarch, aka Kevin Klimley, is the official bad guys of Killing Floor franchise, and honestly, I love him. His AI is programmed to focus one player with a single hit, then usually change his target to someone else. He can be provoked by staying in melee or too close, so it focuses this player, but note that even stay in front, he may change his target to someone else. I recommend to stay mid-range because there is a lot of his attack that can be avoided and used at your advantage. Vati is the second easiest boss, since you can kill him before he spawns Z and heal. To do so, you can fight him or lead him into a dead end with one single door to escape. When you're gonna run, he gonna take that escape path, and if you lock it, it will take some time before hitting what's in front of him, then move somewhere else if he can, or go hit someone else again before resuming his escape once more. Know that if you take too much time to react, there is a bug where you're gonna take damage little bit by little bit when your body block him. You take damage either slower or fast as fuck, making you dead in a moment if you don't let him pass. But during the fight, you can face his deadly minigun. Why mid-range is better to face him? Because during the minigun, hide will cancel this attack, then you're gonna run at you. Go away will make you miss, but you'll get damage. and if you run straight at him, his minigun won't hit you and give extra damage since no one is hurt and he stands still. If everyone is dead, well, just avoid these tips, since as soon as he drops the minigun, he can hit you. His rocket now. To avoid them, make sure you steal at mid-range without a wall behind you. The tips is to jump when he shoots, like this the rocket won't touch the ground and you are safe. Having a wall behind will make them explode and so kill you. Not jumping, have a chance to make the rocket explode hitting the ground, and if you are far away, those rockets will split so you can also be damaged. You can train yourself with us since their shoots works like this. Now his mortar attack that works like the minigun. First you can go on a restrained area to avoid that special attack, or you can go closer to him. If all the player but the one he targets is close, all rocket aimed to the player close is not shooted, mean all player is safe but the one focus. This player focus have to turn around cause if he goes too close, Patty will cancel this attack, so it's time for the team to damage him. And it's safer since all player will be shooted at once, it means 6 rocket throw more or less randomly at player. That means if you follow a player, you have a chance to get his rockets and so die. He also gain a turn-in attack that can be deadly if 2 or more player is close, so if there is only 1 player, he will never trigger this attack. Along this, you can dodge most of his attacks, so even without speed bonus, you are more or less safe. If you are not sure, then use the pillar or wall strategy. You can also bring a nice weapon tips to freeze him when he's about to run, or jump on his head with the double-barreled shotgun. It was my old way to humiliate him on PS4 as a berserker, and believe me, it's effective as fuck. If the fight takes too long, be careful on where Patty escape. If he leave from one side, there is a huge chance he come back from this one. Patty is mostly the only danger since he doesn't spawn a lot of Z, and it's to make you focus them. With on your back, you feel the hot breath of Patty here to backstab you. If you stay alert and watch your back and your friends back online, you should be fine. If everyone is dead, use those tips to solo him, and if you do it well, you won. And don't forget you can humiliate Patty with the Orc Generator. Everything is explained in Meet the Survivalist. Like this, everyone will think you are a cheater, but any player following what I said can do it too. Now the king him fucking self! Easier will focus only one player like the Abomination, but here, the king runs faster than any perk without speed bonus. So if you focus a medic, a commando, a SWAT, a sharpshooter, a firebug, a support, well support can do dodge with the shotgun so it should be fine. Demolitionist, well demolitionist can do it too with Kaboom stick. So those without speed bonus or without double barrel shotgun will die. That's why the player that needs to have the king on them is the berserker, either running or parry, the gunslinger, a SWAT running fast, or a survivalist with Eviscerator, since he will grant speed bonus even if the Eviscerator is not fully melee. If the slowest player is focused by the king, they can die in 2 hits. Since the ER of the Fleshpound and the king is the same, if at the end of an angry combo everyone deals damage to him, he will turn angry without spawning the ground, just like the Fleshpound, and so chain another angry combo. If not worse, a critical. Making any slower player die without any way to survive because of the team. If there is a medic that gives speed bonus, everyone should be fine, since if you get hit once, you will have the speed to avoid the other attack when the medic gonna heal you. The best way to deal with him is either being in melee or as far as you can from him. And why in melee? Because of this! You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Turning around the king will make him look around, will stay put, so you are safe, and the teams too. Better do that with a team that focuses this quarter pound first, because a quarter pound will cancel this strategy since you're gonna get hit. And the quarter pound are the only real danger of the King Fleshpound, especially with other players. To start the speed me right around baby strategy, you had to face the king angry, otherwise you just gonna get exploded. And when you don't have speed bonus, only do the strategy when he does some attack. If you have speed, no need to wait a special attack, you can start whenever you want and you can shoot at him while turning around. If a player go closer, the king can turn his focus to someone else and so free his ass from this loop. Oh, and by the way, you can also do this strategy against any Fleshpound that will face you. Yeah, I never see anyone does this, but you can, okay? Other than this, since he's a Fleshpound and run faster than most perk, just stay as far as you can from him. And when he is too close, use the pillar strategy when you are a slow perk. Or you can use the double barrel shotgun and the kaboom stick. Remember, it's better to take a off perk weapon like those shotguns to avoid death than stay with your main perk weapon and die in 10 seconds of the fight, especially when you face Hans Volter. Another tips, but that's more a warning, watch your stand when you fight him. If you are a little bit upper than him when you're gonna use the ray, you can crouch, but you're still gonna take damage and die. And he does this as soon as his cooldown is reset. Yes, because some boss have timer on some attack. Talking about attack, the king can do critical and one shot, or almost one shot. We're gonna talk about 98 damage also. To avoid that, don't stay close to him at the end of any animation. That's why if the team focus the boss when he focus a player close, he can die into it. It's because he can do a critical at the end of an attack. And when you are close but not enough for him to make an attack, he can jump and do this attack that is a critical too. So stay as far as you can. Little bonus too, jump when you take damage to get pushed far away. But that's part of tips and tricks and that's why you need to watch them. Other than this, if you are fast and focus squad upon, you will be unkillable. If you are slow, better have a berserker and a medic. Otherwise, you can use the pillar and watch strategy and you should be fine as fuck. Unless there is QP on your back. The one, the wonderful, the sexier. The lady all the community is afraid of and the lady I solo without any trouble. The Matriarch, or Rachel Clemini, one of the daughters of the Patriarch. Please listen carefully cause she is easy as fuck and you're gonna understand why. But for the year, she is random. To make the easiest explanation, sometimes you can be close to her and kiss her ass, she will never focus you and keep hunting a single player until he dies during all the game. So if this player is not dead, she will never focus another player. I see this mostly when the target is a medic. Sometimes she will focus one player and focus another one after, like the Patriarch. And sometimes it's like the Abomination and King Fleshpound. She will focus the closest player. The only way to know what CR settings she gonna use is to watch the start of the fights and use the best strategy against her. For the fight, you better have a wall. Even from far away, you can bring back to her with the tentacle attack or can shoot by the cannon and so die. So the range will be mid-range like Patriarch, or close to make dodge and avoid the tentacle. I will explain the gameplay here, you're gonna die. The first stage is her cannon, melting any player with fire damage, so our firebug is kinda safe, and an electrical ray linking all players together, increasing the damage by player, so the last player hit by the chain can be one shot at full HP. Know that you want to stay in mid-range, cause she will walk if she see the target she wants to kill. The first shoot will always be the electrical ray, then the fire one, and when she does the fire one, since you stay at mid-range, you can move to right or left to avoid the ray and make her turn around without hurting anyone. If you are too far, without cover, you'll die. If after the electrical ray you go closer and she does melee attack, there is a huge chance, and I would even say always chance, to make another electrical ray. So you always want to stay mid-range and never have her making any melee. Like this, you can know what she is about to do. Electrical, then fire. Electrical, then fire. At the second stage, so without the cannon, she will focus melee, and this is the easiest part since all her standing attack and even dash attack can be dodged. Mean you go back front, she attack. You wall back, you are fine. You walk closer, she attack again. You wall back, you are fine. GG, you learn how to dodge the boss. And you can also dodge Strike, Fleshpound and many others that. Go watch tips and tricks, goddammit, I explained that. If you go too far, she gonna use the tentacle to break your ass, and good luck, because the next attack is totally random, so there is a huge chance you take the damage. On the top of this, Edon will spawn. For the tips, Mama is easy. I mean, I literally made a whole game of Commando having her all of the fucking time on my ass, dodging all her fucking attack, will be close as a Commando, so no speed bonus, and I win! Stop pissing your pants. She's easy. No need speed bonus. No need cover despite for the tentacle and electrical ray. As long as you know her, that's simple. The strategy is simple. Don't focus anything but the cannon and then the head. If you focus the shield, you're gonna take so much damage, she gonna tear the team with the cannon. When the shield drop because she attack and you focus the health, at some points all her device will be removed, but that means a lot of time take once again. Though, when both cannon and head armor is destroyed, the shield drop and Idor will spawn. It's time to focus Idor. Those when the Matriarch lost her cannon become the main danger. And if you trigger the wave of Idor when she still have the cannon, you're just gonna die. So the tips to use is simple. G36C will tear the armor of Matriarch. It's simple. If you use these weapons against Mama and Idor, you will be fine as fuck. And if you play SWAT, you remove the cannon and head's armor alone while the team is watching you. And without the cannon, you can dodge all the incoming attack. If you don't have this G36C pay-to-win weapon, because this is a pay-to-win weapon, you can use whatever make damage to the cannon and head. As long you focus them, you do what is needed to kill her easy. Next tips is the pillar or wall, especially against Matriarch, since she is dumb as fuck. She will stay in front of the wall and hit it. And don't forget, you can dodge her once again. Despite that, careful on the tentacle, the only real effective way to avoid it is any pillar or wall. Warning on the Idor, and if well played, it's the third easiest boss of the game. For me, King Fleshpound is more deadly since you cannot outrun him, and a single QP doing 2 critical when you don't have armor is enough to kill you. So when you master the Matriarch gameplay and mechanism, believe me, she's easy as fuck. The only way for her to kill me, no matter the perk I used, was because of Idor grabbing me after she bring me close to her. Or it's when I do mistake in my gameplay and I take the punishment. Cause I deserve it! Harder, mommy! As you saw, Matriarch is easy, so as long as you stay at this strategy, you should be fine even without speed bonus. And thanks everyone for watching. I hope this guide was useful and... yeah, talk about hands. I said good luck. Isn't that enough for you? Okay. Hans fucking Bolter, the strongest, the deadliest, the goated boss. Easier will make him focus one player in melee, he will walk 2 if he see it, if he don't see the target he will run 2, and he gonna kill him first. If another player is close, he can, not always, change his target to the closest player. When his weapon is drawn, he can shoot our player with moving to another one to deal melee damage. Mean that's the only boss that will focus 2 players as soon as he spawn. I recommend being far away and close depending on his current stage. There is not a lot of tips to use when you face hands, but they are powerful. Let's see how to make the perfect fight. Let's do that in order. When hands spawn, he will run at the closest player, and when he sees it, he will throw 2 poison grenades. You can already start at tips here. If you are smart, go meet him first, and when he throws his grenade, jump in another direction twice, making the grenade throw off map or bounce to the closest wall, that means not on the team, so all player doesn't get hit by the poison. The first stage is simple, he will shoot at you while walking toward the target. If you see no player, he will run, then start walking again when you see his target. All you have to do is stay as far as you can, cause too close mean the bullets and melee will tear you apart, and if you go away, he will miss. You can also use the IA to make him miss his shots in melee or literally remove his ability to shoot, though I won't recommend it if you're not a berserker with the help of a medic. After sometimes he throws some poison again, and it's a loop until his first shield is triggered. First shield is trigger, spawn of a lot of Z. So you have to either focus hands, letting the Z come and kill you, or focus the Z, leave in hands, go away. The best way to deal with that part, since big like Strike and Quarterpound will spawn, is to have a big killer and 2 trash killer to focus the incoming Z. The other player can either focus hands or ignore it, focus Z2. During the shield, if hands suck someone, less health the player have, less he will regen his own life and do damage to the player. That means if you are low life, you can totally let yourself get sucked by hands and leave the medic heal you, since no Z will hurt you. Know that if I Siren Scream, Bloat, Vomit or a Husk fire rain your ass when hands suck you, you're still gonna take the damage from the other Z. So they're not gonna focus you directly, but if players are close, you can take the damage. Still in the shield part, and you know what I'm gonna talk if your some support is broken, you want a kaboom stick or a double barrel shotgun against hands. Like this, when he's about to suck the closest player after you run away, you can, if you are focused, jump on his head and ride him, making stand still while the team is either focused on his ass or the Z, and you are safe on his head. Know that sometimes a bug is triggered when you destroy his shield like this. Every dash attack, like this one, will not make him dash forward. So in short, all attack you will do, the grab of a player to any animation he should go front will be a standing animation. That means he cannot hurt you anymore if you just wall back. If you destroy the shield or he is done sucking someone dry, if a player is close, he will keep hitting in melee. But if no one is close, he will throw either poison or explosive damage. He will likely always gonna do this grenade as long there is no one in front. And he gonna warn you since he got quote for this special explosive grenade that can one shot and many other attack, so you are warned about what he currently do. When he loses his first shield, he can now put his weapon away and rush at you in melee. At this stage, it's either the pillar strategy, so close to a wall to avoid the damage and make him turn around, but he can still touch you at some point, so be careful, or the dodge from the kaboom stick, the double barrel shotgun or the doom stick. It's really the best way to avoid his damage since he got 2 dash attack and even a gunslinger cannot evade those. So if you are unlucky like me when I was doing mid the gunslinger, hands can just chain 2 dash attack and one shot you without you could do shit. Before taking his weapon back, he will throw a grenade again, and that means you have to go away and shoot him from far away since he's gonna also shoot you will walk into you. At this moment, you're gonna just repeat this fight until he die. For further tips, a hungry Quarterpound will deal a lot of damage to hands. The QP will deal even more damage than a single player, will making hands double. So if you manage to stuck hands and the hungry Quarterpound together, hands will die or lose health until his shield is triggered. If you stay close of hands when he throws the grenade, you will body block the grenade, but that means you have to move fast before they explode. Another tips to come when more or 2 players is close, just like Patriarch, hands can release a special area burst of poison, dealing a lot of damage and leaving a deadliest poison fog on him. So be careful once in melee. If there is 2 or more players, wall back. It's way safer. And that's it for hands. Not a lot of tips to use once again, since the main way to kill him easy depend on your gameplay, not really tips to use. But the kaboom stick will save your ass for sure, no matter the perk you use. And kaboom stick will remove all the trash and Quarterpound, so yeah, you can use it blindly. If you do that online, your win is not guaranteed. Even as a berserker, hands remain the only boss I will be cautious with. But if you learn the gameplay loop he does, and use the few tips he is linked with, you should be fine. Unless there is 2 hungry Quarterpound dealing 2 critical on your back and insta-kill you. Now, special strategy, the berserker 200 health and a field medic will be enough to hold and kill all boss. The only attack you have to be careful is on ants and Matriarch. If the medic focus your ass, you can take all the damage staying in melee against Matriarch and parry all the physical one. But if she scream, you had to wall back. If Mama focus your ass and the medic heal you, the rest of the team is safe and will focus it on since they know the boss is busy. And for hands, when you can be tough but you won't survive the explosive grenade, so be careful on those. Gotta also share the Ronin Gunslinger, of course. If you move too fast, what can really kill you? Nothing. That's the mode of the Gunslinger, unless it's hands, of course, with the dash. Along the server list with Erythrator. It will give extra speed, even if that's a ranged weapon, and you have the biggest parry reduction, 70%. So you can solo all boss, even hands, since those dash will be perfect parry. And of course, the running Berserker using ranged, so you run fast, health regen, and can parry. And the last and most broken strategy, but I don't recommend it online because you remove all boss alone, and thank you because it seems like players stop doing this strategy online. The Firebug can be built to solo all boss online in Hell on Earth under 20 seconds. Yeah, you can watch Firebug is a living cheat or meet the Firebug to see and do the build, but once again I won't recommend it online because you remove the fun of a boss fight. Now the tips to use against all boss along some knowledge. On PC, you can predict what boss you're gonna face. Use this console command and you will know what boss you will have. 0 for hands, 1 for Patty, 2 for the King Fleshpound, 3 for the Abomination, and 4 the Matriarch. During the boss wave, all ammo box location will be turning on, just like me, and will be there every 30 seconds. So during the boss wave you have unlimited ammo and grenade if you play smart. With the boomstick, doomstick, kaboomstick, explosive stick and my stick, you can jump on boss and put them on the ground. It's a tips I already shared, but since this one is linked to boss, I gotta share it again. It's not gonna work on Matriarch and the King Fleshpound. For them, you need extra knockdown affliction from the team to put them down. And with those shotguns, you can also dodge, so it's a golden one to solo any boss. Now the tips is to lock the boss no matter who they are in a small spot. Corridor or anything they cannot pass to hit the team. If the boss focuses a teammate behind the player that block the pathway of the boss, the player wall won't take damage, since he's not focused, and the team is safe as fuck, so they can do a lot of damage. This tips is better on a boss that focus all player, not only one, and it's even better if the player holding the boss is a Berserker. Another tips is for hands, Patriarch and Matriarch. When you play with the sound of the game, you can hear almost all the incoming attack. They have special voice line that warn you what's gonna happen. Patriarch gonna warn you he gonna use his rockets. Matriarch gonna warn you she gonna use a ray. Hands gonna warn you what kind of grenade he gonna throw. If you play in handless, boss will gain health each time you fight one, until they got the health of a basic Hell on Earth. But the shield and armor will keep scaling. So at wave 17, the shield of King Fleshpound, for example, will take 15 minutes to break. Oh, that's alone. If you play online, I guess you're gonna take 40 minutes to break a shield. And that's it! I think I didn't forget anything about boss, so you have the best way to beat them alone and online, unless it's Handsfolter. Really good luck if that's Handsfolter. Next video will either be Bugging Floor 3, gonna help Triple to show them where they need to release fix for the game, along with the game itself. Maybe another Killing Floor 2 video, or maybe even a Killing Floor 3 videos about how to beat boss easy. Anyway, until next time, I wish you a good day, night, and have fun.